just to the Nottingham Whitfield, and what just the one failure was Danny Buchan. Good news is he is okay. Danny Buchan, the number 83 Essex rider. Leon Hassam sitting there in that third position at the moment. Just getting a replay here. That was in actual fact, he lost it on the way out of Hawthorn. That is not normally where the riders lose that by going into that one. Jack is only on the way in, but he lost it on the way out.
Yeah, we didn't see the crash itself, whether he's had a high over the top or whether he might have just touched the turf on the outside and that's where he's lost grip. But Leon Hassel looking fairly ominous in third place at the moment. Fred managed to take second away from Andrew Irwin, but Irwin showing absolutely no respect to the new champion, took it back straight away.
Jason Allen, of course, he's chasing the cup on this one. He 11 points in arrears of Towns McKenzie, but that all goes out the window with Towns McKenzie not starting this one after his early morning off in the early morning warm-up. And O'Halloran, who will be moving away from Honda after what, about 8 or 9 years. He's been a law servant to Honda, and Honda have been a law servant to Jason O'Halloran. But the old saying of the league, Jack, is a change is as good as a rest.
Yeah, I feel that possibly a change would do Jason O'Halloran the world of good. He's obviously been a title fighter on the Honda on a couple of occasions, but never really been in with a shout of winning the championship as a whole. That one victory at Snetterton, but looking fairly good at the moment to possibly double that.
5th overall last year, 5th overall the year before that in the showdown. We just had a Richard Cooper that. Now toward Hawthorn, and that then will be the number 22 of Jason O'Halloran, the 30-year-old from Wollongong in New South Wales, makes his home up in Lincolnshire, and well, he's angry with himself, as you would expect, is Andrew Moon. He was actually off the racing line there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's gone in so much hotter than what he has done in laps previous, and you can see he's walking away as if to say, come on, you've got to use your brain a little bit more there.
I think that was the case because he was way off of the racing line there, and it was always that could end either on the wheels on the grass or on his belly on the grass. It was the latter, unfortunately, but he is up on his feet and he is okay as here comes O'Halloran, the rider that leads this one, and he coming up is Haslam now launching with intent in second position there, coming back from victory in Alabama, I think it was last weekend. He had a race out there, a couple of races out there. Tommy Bridewell, and Bridewell there in third position. Behind them, with Anderson, Gino, reimpressing Ray, 7, Clementino, third, 7, running 12, Frank Rogers running down in 14th place, just ahead of Danny Kent, the former Moto3 World Champion. Danny Kent is with a 1 point at the moment.
Really surprised by Glenn Irwin's trend, especially having won yesterday.
He's looking over his shoulder, Jack. He was just looking over his shoulder there, as if he is not happy with something out on the circuit. In fact, he has now been passed by Gino Ria, and also, I think Ellison, so he's actually going back to the moment.
As well, something he cannot, the fact that he won yesterday, his confidence as well. To be challenging at the front, but he's at least a second slower than the leaders.
And exactly whilst he's in the top 15, he will be picking points up. He may well stay out there, but at the moment it is looking somewhat ominous for the second of the two Paul Birdmans or Be Wise and Silkeline Ducatis out there of Glenn Irwin running under number 2. Not for the double 2, this is the 22 of Jason O'Halloran, just ahead by what, 5 yards ahead, 10 yards ahead of Haslam. Then it is Tommy Bridewell, right there with Tommy Bridewell is Dixon beginning to close up behind them is Brooksy. In fact, that's not, that is, yes it is, Brooksy beginning to close up behind them in 5th position, and that would be in behind him. Cooper, we anticipate, should be moving upwards as well. That's not that time. Into towards number 1. He's not doing that. In conditions such as this, he might have gone oh so easy.
I don't think he's taking the time to see where he is. Well, he round yesterday to make sure he got the job done, but now that the pressure's off, we take away from John Haslam, and with that pressure being off as well, it just means he can go into
Exactly, Christian, isn't it, with a recently fractured and displaced collarbone?
Yes, it is. That's the one that was on the Tyco BMW that I thought in the background there. That is relatively called Brooksy, but it wasn't. See there with the blue and white in the background there. You're absolutely right on this. This is the rider, of course. He broke that collarbone Silverstone and raced at Silverstone and raced it. They got it on the podium without that broken bone. I tell you what, Larry, your man has moved up to the second place. Now has gone off his shin. He does not like to getting away from this one. He does not want the gap to open up too much. He wants to be with a fighting chance for the top step of the podium. He's gone ahead of O'Halloran. But just go back to Christian Hidden. Broke that collarbone, a shoulder, just the morning of the racing actually, and raced at Silverstone. But he aggravated it yesterday, Larry, when he went down, didn't he, in the qualifying. Went down in Q1, I think it was, even yesterday, but isn't very much at home in these conditions. Remember the victory that Cooper took at Oak Park as Tommy Bridle coming under pressure once again from James Rowland. That victory a couple of years ago when he and Richard Cooper in these trying conditions actually there, wasn't it? He didn't come back. The open local for Metro running for Motor Rapido. Bubble back into third place because the Honda Farmland has gone up into second place. It's all staying here, and there is one. It has the magnesium mirrors, which is absolutely hard. He would look and see that there's a Tyco BMW beginning to close the gap. That Tyco didn't do it right alongside James in the full position at the moment. Dixon on the inside for the step there should take the 4 place back from his illegal market one on the Stockport Cheshire Rider. Some wonderful slow-mo shots here of Leon Housen.
That's why he got mugged, Fred, on this lap, going from first to coming ways. He's had a big moment, the rear tyre just stitching him from left to right. Luckily he managed to stay on it, but he's lost free from 2 places as a result.
The only thing missing from that caption with the back wheel arms on the front was Housen sort of saying, oh yeah, he needs Housen's got back up into second position, having survived that sideways moment there. But we now, Christian Inasos carefully, invited or not, he is coming on to the party, ladies, and his party crashed. This one has Christian in, and he now is beginning to ask some very, very searching questions of the leaders. That is Danny Kent, he's had a problem there. Danny Kent has left the track, he's going to be retired to lead. Danny Kent got his speed up letters on, he's certainly slowing down, is Danny Kent? Yes, he's touring. Danny Kent is destined for retirement, and what up to you to get a moment? Ooh, we did have a moment. Legs off at the left-hand side, legs to the right, and the saddle, and horse on the bench. That was about 90 miles an hour there with wet cars on the grass there. Danny Kent, I would suspect, whether it's taking or not, going back into pit lane, because that was definitely a change of underwear job.
Yeah, it certainly was. It's a magnificent save from him to stay on 2 wheels somehow. I don't know how he did it. I think he was probably continue out on 30, looking like he just needed a moment to regain composure, which is not that thing.
Oh dear, that was never ending. That loss has don't seem to have for that 3 months, didn't it? When he got time lane on him, up in the air, he went to get down pit lane there, the number 52. Now, then the old heartbeat on there, the other heart monitor on him, that would have been cracking on about 50 yards.
Meanwhile, back at the front, Fred, Tommy Bridewell still holds it, and Chrissy didn't, who had a slight moment going into Graham Hill Bend last lap around the Tyco BMW, just twitched ever so slightly, which caused him to run wide.
He's up in the 4th place there now, is Christian Hidden. He's now got one rider between him and the podium as the number 21 rider of Christian Hidden. He's not visited the podium this year, ladies. Remember, 12 months ago, well, just over 12 months ago, what about 16 months ago, was it at Silverstone, Jack? Final race that took them into the showdown last year. Christian Hidden only had to bring it home in conditions not dissimilar to today's, and it all went away from him on that very last lap coming out of club, and that handed that showdown place to Jake Dixon on that wet occasion at Silverstone last year.
Yeah, I remember that well. It was a real race of attrition. I think there were only about 5 or 6 finishes in the end.
And it didn't matter what you did. What you did, and they come sideways back. And as we get to get the car coming out clear on the inside, and on the side is the Metallica man. He didn't quite get the drive down sufficiently to level with Bridewell.
Saying that they're looking into it. I think they would certainly love to have one. Even saw Shaky Byrne saying when it can get one together and out certainly would be.
Danny Kent, the graphic on there with Danny Kent just taking over. I'll tell you what, Danny, welcome to British Suit Life. That's another moment in the office for Danny Kent down there. And of course, Danny wanted Silverstone race. That was in conditions like this, wasn't it? They went to race when he won his World Championship back in 2015. As we go back then with the race leaders and the Household Vivuno.com squad on this World work out there. He was actually in the dog for a short period of time. Not long, because he had bombed it on IMR Racing, wanted to give him a Suzuki to put him in the British Superbikes, but that didn't quite happen. Obviously, then became available, and a couple of days later, Steve Moore was on the blower and signed. He was blowing smoke in the dark when he said, well, it's just another motorbike in the Ducati. It does take a technique, and we know that Taylor Mackenzie never really did master that technique, and Taylor left the squad of this particular bike. But here comes Tommy Bridewell, ladies and gents, who is hooked right in behind number 91, Leon Haslam, coming up there to complete lap number 8. Here's he goes to the third place, if he goes back to 4th, points away over Harrod, 0.9 Dixon, then Edison, Cooper, Gino Ria, Rogers, Ray, Hickman, Elliott. There was another one going down there, and that is that's Fraser Rogers. Fraser Rogers then just gone down, and the Geerling Kawasaki Rogers. That was his Operation I.
At least 4, 5, 6 times spat it up into the air and hit the barriers at the back as well, so it's a rather second-hand feeling Kawasaki at the moment.
Can you go live, please? I'm
Once Fraser Rogers for losing it. Band with that spectacular. That raises a question mark as to whether it will be a starter in the third race. I doubt, because that Greg said there, that bike has got hooked up with the fencing down there, and there will be a fair amount of damage. They won't be able to retrieve that until after this race is over.
Yeah, I think it looks rather doubtful that we'll see him out second race, which is a shame because it's not for the first time we've seen him go really well in these conditions.
The race leaders now are into lap number 9, legends, on this 20 lap of race number 2. The dust has settled on the championship, we know that, but still up for grabs. Second and third in the championship, and of course the cup element as well, of which at the moment is on the road. So that's just really depressing. And the video makes their because it's still half the brother O'Hanlon in the Dixon, and they got 1.5 the top 5 riders. 1.5 seconds back on that is Ellison, who incidentally is the fastest rider on the circuit now. The number 11 rider, James Ellison, running under the Company Express is now fastest rider on the circuit. He's got to get across here though, Jack. A gap of about 1.5 seconds to make it a 6-way guys for the lead.
If he continues as he is, Ben, he's going to catch them with plenty of time.
And he's also going to take Cooper along with him, because Cooper's hooked in behind him.
We're only on lap 10 of 20, so we've got over 50% of the race to go, and he's lapping at least half a second quicker than the leaders, so Ellison and Cooper should be able to tag themselves onto the back of the leaders within 2 or 3 laps, I would imagine.
We'll keep our eyes on that at the end of lap number 9. 1.597 seconds was the gap. Who is the gap he's got to get across? Still on the right hand side of the tyre, number 89 rider given on the screen here, perfectly okay. That's good news indeed, because he'll walk away there, Fraser Rogers, but I think that he'll be back next year. SRS, Specialist Rail Services, the people behind his financial investment for the ride. Here comes the Rally, takes place away from Bridewell. Bridewell goes back to third. Who's behind Bridewell is that pesky blue and white machine. It is the Tyco Securities BMW, but we're looking for Brooks. You know, where is Brooks? He is waiting. Haslam, O'Hanlon, Bridewell in. Now that is Gino Ria, the car. Gino Ria, that press out of Gino Ria. Has been into the gravel. He walks away, disconsolately kicking the gravel and cursing his luck on that one. Ellison, yes, he's pulled out almost 1/10 second back, that's 1.46. He is slowly closing. It is Ellison. He's slowly pulling about only a 10 seconds at the moment. Ellison and Cooper with that 5-way slot up there for the lead. That was coming into clear car curve at the Bradford Straight that Gino Ria lost the OMG Suzuki. The lead changes now because it is the Honda Fireblade that moves ahead on Jason O'Hanlon.
It's Christian Hidden that slips up to third, Fred. Tommy Bridewell almost following and watching O'Hanlon and O'Halloran in front of them, and he
By the way,
outbreaks
I'm
himself
much better
as they go up to
Oh.
Druids.
And that now is Joe Francis that's crashed out this one there. Jesse is way there. That was Ryder from Chester that picks himself up, dusts himself down, but anyway, he's now crashed out this one. Now down to 47. Yellow and black, almost to the Yamaha American retro colours from the race written by Kenny Roberts, G. Romero, and people like that. But and they'll hard tag Yamaha. 5 machines, Shawnee going to go 6 machines. Of Edison, but second ahead of the Hickman, head of the Newman is running 9th. Lemon Laverty's got 1 place to go 10th. Number 7, Bradley Ray, number 28 is running 11th. Brooksy 25 runs 12th, and then 10 Elliott. It is Mossy Barrier and Mason Law number 55. We now have 16 riders circulating, having stuff. Sanotti, Dino Ria, Rogers, Harris, and Danny Bucker. More of attrition, Jack?
Meanwhile, the front 5 are slow.
Chop machines wide coming in towards the arena, and that was as he got the drive through here, I'm talking about Christian Hidden, who has not had a podium all season. But they have all got it called he's now throwing a few more on the cold ice. Got a full end is that the position at the moment. Seconds, and then he would definitely be putting price up to be served at the party, the number 11 rider of where he lives in Texas with his wife and family up there, but he's a relative. And said he's more in British Superbike next year. Corner.
And still Halloran, last couple of laps, as soon as Halloran gets in front of Halloran, he's desperate to get back past him. As soon as he possibly can, he doesn't want to sit behind him and watch him. He just wants to lead him back as soon as possible.
It's going to do just that, isn't it? You're definitely not as your cabin looking. It's done you good. Working for radio, please, has it? Not, eh? The other thing, of course, the benefit of what it is, you're not facing other people spray, and you can choose your life. What is happening? I this point on any